What is William Ruto's mission in Rift Valley? Because William Ruto has camped in Rift Valley from Monday. On Monday, he was in Narok County. Yesterday, the Deputy President, Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto, was in Kericho County. And today, the Deputy President is in Nandi. What is his mission in Rift Valley? Because let's face it, William Ruto has avoided camping in Rift Valley in a very long time. In fact, if you've been counting William Ruto's programs, it's normally like if he has a program for 7 days, it's normally central, then another place, central, another place, but not Rift Valley. But this time around, the Deputy President went to Rift Valley and camped there. And it was a serious matter. For example, I know of an aspirant who really prepared for William Ruto's visit. And even yesterday, people actually camped at his home in readiness to receive the Deputy President, Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto. And if you listened to the Deputy President's message, it is clear that he went to Rift Valley for a specific political objectives. So in this video, I want to try and explain to you guys why the Deputy President retreated to Rift Valley. But before we do that, if you're watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is today. Now let us go straight to the issue. What is William Ruto's mission in Rift Valley? For example, William Ruto was supposed to be in Kasese, I think either tomorrow. The member of parliament got sick and admitted. This member of parliament has been working with Kieleweke. So it was expected that this guy was going to the camp to Ruto's camp. He got sick. Those are drama. Today, in Nandi, Alfred Keter was actually rejected by the people. Why? Because Alfred Keter has been opposed to the Deputy President and probably to the UDA. But he was defecting to the UDA. So it means the Deputy President had specific political objectives. Now, what was his objectives? In my view, the first objective of this visit to Rift Valley is that William Samoei Ruto went to his people to seek for their permission to allow him start campaigning outside the region. As a matter of fact, this actually marks probably the end of William Ruto's campaigns in Rift Valley. He will come back, especially in the Kalenjin nation, but not now. You see, the Deputy President has campaigned for almost 4 years now. This year, this is his last meetings, because after this, he's not going any other place. He's seeking their permission to allow him to campaign outside the region. And based on the kind of reception he's been receiving, something is telling that these guys have allowed him to go and campaign outside there. So that's the first thing. The second thing, objective of this meeting, I think, is to address the issue of the church equation in William Ruto's campaigns. William Ruto has been raising funds for churches outside Rift Valley. At some points, Kenyans were questioning, kwani there are no churches in Rift Valley? Today, he held Harambee for over 36 churches in Nandi. So which means tomorrow or next year, nobody will raise the issue of William Ruto raising funds for churches in Nyanza, for example, in Western, for example, in Central, for example, and not in Rift Valley. Because he has done that now. So you can't raise the issues of why is he only attending church services in Central? Why is he not organizing fund drives for churches in Rift Valley? So I think he wanted to address that issue. And now nobody will use the issue of church harambees to hit on the Deputy President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. So that's number 2. Number 3, I think the Deputy President is also using this trip to stamp United Democratic Alliance Party as the party of choice in the region. And the pressure was just too much to handle. People like Alfred Keter could not handle the pressure. Everybody in Rift Valley, especially in the Kalenjin nation, is now trying to find their ways to UDA. And the Deputy President is telling them that you don't just come. You'll be vetted. And loyalty will be the key. Loyalty to William Samoei Ruto will be the number 1 consideration. That became very clear. In fact, when he was in Kericho yesterday, the Deputy President asked the residents there to vote out all the MCs. To vote out all the MCs who voted for the Building Bridges Initiative process. And I asked myself, if that was Raila Odinga asking his supporters or his region that particular question, what would have been the response? He was very categorical that if you voted for BBI, you should not be elected back because you are not loyal. Alfred Keter found it very, very difficult in Nandi, including almost fighting with Didmas Baraza. Aden Duale attacking him. Why? Because the Deputy President is saying, you are either with us or you are not with us. So he's actually stamping UDA as the party of choice in the region. Of course, in Narok, he found a bit of resistance. But in Kericho, in Nandi, if he'll be going further tomorrow to another place, will manifest itself. KANU will not be allowed. Small parties will not be allowed. Because like, I've not seen Isaac Ruto during this trip. And Isaac Ruto has his own party. He's saying he's going to support the Deputy President, but through his own political party. I've not seen Buzeki, who has his own political party. So basically, the idea is to stamp the United Democratic Alliance Party as the party of choice in the region. Number 4, I think William Ruto is also responding to Raila Odinga's foray in the larger Rift Valley. He wants to consolidate that base. Raila Odinga is a threat to the base. And that's why when he was in Narok, there was a bit of resistance, by the way, in Narok, where people were telling him, ODM. Why? Because of the Mau issue. So the Deputy President went there to actually address the issue of the Mau. And in his speech, he was telling these people that he's been in the forefront in conserving the Mau. Remember, how did William Ruto become Rift Valley kingpin? He used the Mau. Raila Odinga was trying to conserve the Mau, was telling the people, get out of Mau, let us preserve the Mau. William Ruto picked that and went and convinced people that Raila Odinga was evicting people. So yesterday, on Monday, while in Narok, William Ruto was explaining that when elected, he's going to fence Mau, and that everybody has been removed out of Mau, which was a total lie, because there are even people like the Moi families who have farms in Mau, they are still there. So you can't lie to people that people have been removed out of Mau. But the fact is, he's now coming out as someone who is now ready to preserve Mau. And that's the message he's telling the Mak community. And I'll be waiting to see how the Mak community is going to react. Because remember, there was a total divide between the Ma and the Kalenjin on the issue of Mau. The Kalenjins were advocating for inversion of Mau. The Ma community was saying let us preserve Mau. And you remember the senator for Narok even going to an extent of getting a chopper to oversee Mau conservation. So Mau conservation and Mau ghost is actually coming to haunt the deputy president, because now he must consolidate his base. He must go to the Mau community, convince the Mau community that is the best for them. He must also go to, for example, Turkana, convince them. Because Raila Odinga, in his strategy, is going into Rift Valley strategically, identifying places where he can get the votes, like the Mau community, going to Pokot, where he believes he can get some. Raila Odinga is going to Turkana, getting some. But the deputy president is saying, let me come and consolidate. We are both from the entire Rift Valley. Number 5, I think the deputy president is also out to issue directive on the kind of leaders he wants in his team. Loyalty is number 1. Number 2 is any other factor. But he was directing his voters that for you to vote for me, first of all, get me troops who will help me. And in the process, the deputy president actually endorsed certain members of parliament. Nelson Koech, who hosted the DP, will sail through unopposed. He was endorsed by the deputy president. Why? Because he's loyal. Someone like Alfred Keter will find it difficult because he's considered not to be loyal to the deputy president. I don't know what you think, but in my view, the deputy president's trip to the larger Rift Valley is actually intended to achieve those 5 objectives. Number 1, to seek permission to campaign outside, so that we won't see the DP campaigning in Rift Valley in the near future. Number 2, to address the issue of church question. Number 3, he wants to stamp UDA as the party of choice of the region. Number 4, he wants to consolidate his base. The Masais, the Turkanas, the Pokots, the Samburus, he's trying to consolidate them. And lastly, he also issued the directive on the kind of people he wants in his team. I don't know what you think. If you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or 2, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support. Without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. So thank you, and please, may you have a good day. And before you leave, because I know you want to leave, please, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, click the subscribe button now. You can also click the join button and become part of the channel membership so that you can support the channel in another better way. But don't forget to click that thumbs up button. Don't forget to drop your comment, and don't forget to share this video. Thank you guys. And by the way, my next video, I think Wafula Chebukati is working for the deputy president, Dr. William Ruto. Or if he's not working for him, Wafula Chebukati has not forgiven Raila Amolo Odinga. If not, he has some bones to chew with the President Uhuru Kenyatta. That's going to be my topic for tomorrow. Until that time, bye-bye.